Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the sixth episode of our new player experience stream. I have my mic working now. I'm sorry about yesterday's episode. That was truly unfortunate. Hopefully, we're not going to have any of that happening today. So, I'm not sure how long I'll have to be around today, so let's get a couple of things done quickly and progress the main quest as much as we can. If you were here in the last episode, we did about half of Marin Woods quest. We got to the egg gate, I call it. Got our ass beat by the egg champion because I don't really know that fight. It's not something I've done often. I've only fought him maybe like once or twice, and I don't like dodging, so I tried to parry him. I think I parried him once and then actually just like beat the crap out of him. We did, however, beat the Echo Knight. We have some loot. We're just gonna sell him here and head right back into the Marin Woods area. That I might keep this. I should use this, but it's just like such a low level. I have a good pair of pants. These we're gonna keep, and the rest we're going to sell.
Nothing's hello.
Repairs done. Before we do that, I'm just gonna open up the chats like in case there's somebody here. Let's see.
Fresh ways delivered every morning.
Alright, we just need a little bit of food because I have no food whatsoever. I ate everything and I'm down to raw potatoes.
Not a war was won on an empty stomach.
We do have quite a bit here that we can... Let me double check and see if there's... on my other realm, I have like every recipe imaginable. I have multiple copies of it, but
You again.
for the sake of this series, I'm going to stick to using whatever I find, just so that you can see what your experience would be like as a new player. Here he sells all these recipes, and it's a really good idea to come to him every day and buy these ingredients from him. That's part of the reason why I always suggest that you upgrade him as sort of your priority upgrades, like right after the weapon. Okay, so your priority should always be to upgrade Greenwich first, because he will have the chance of bringing you really, really good rings, which are actually game changing, and then upgrade your smithy, tailor shop, and Eleanor to have access to the runes, especially in the upcoming co-op date patch, because the runes she'll sell are going to be random every day. Here and here, you would come to him every day and you can buy these ingredients. You can buy the food if you want to, if you have enough cash, but it's always more economically advantageous if you buy just the ingredients and make them yourself. If you want to buy some of the recipes, I have enough to buy these recipes. Just check and see which of the recipes you don't have, and then grab it from him, learn them, and then you can use this to cook yourself some really, really good food. The food that has fish as an ingredient usually gives you focus, like fish salad and the skewers This doesn't have fish. Anything that has fish in it usually has focus gain. So if you do the fish salad, every one of them will give you 50 focus points if you really need it in the middle of the fight. But I think some of the better ones, the river fest platter is a really good one. Gives you extra health and also heals you for 200. Some of these are not really good because they just use a lot of ingredients. But one of the best ones, if you don't really care about focus or damage, is this particular one, because you get a lot of standard meat chunk. Like as you can see, I have 26 of them available, and this only uses one of each ingredient while giving you 150. Obviously the other ones are better, but this is I think all around is one of the best ones you can make depending on what ingredients you have. So like the next one you can go for this depending on if you have raw trout. So I'm gonna make some of this just in case if I need to cheat and get a little bit of focus in the middle of a fight or something. But as I said, in my experience, to conserve as much resources as possible, it's probably best if you make yourself this particular dish. There are some other recipes that I have not unlocked on this character, but like I said, it's really up to you. Just look at the ingredients and see which one is the most economical choice for you, and yeah, take it from there. So unfortunately, because we went to the Crucible, I don't have the option of going back to the what the hell is she talking about? Went back to that whisper that I opened up, but I think I kind of know which one to go to. These are not open. Alright, alright. All good.
When will Ellsworth
Marin Woods can be a little confusing, especially for someone like me who has terrible situational awareness. So I really suggest that you go through this area in one shot and not lose. There are a lot of shortcuts and like there's a ton of verticality involved in this area, so every day, if you did open up this area, what I suggest is come down here and get your warm-up fight. Also, we get your ass whooped. Like that. Like that. You gotta give me a period of adjustment. It's been a long day. So the point is, every day you'll come here and this guy will respawn. I believe he respawns on every game day, not real time. And then you can just farm him. What the hell? What is going on? Something going on. Oh boy, it's gonna be a long one, isn't it? Welcome to the stream. If you've just joined us, this is not a recording. This is real time, getting your ass whooped. Maybe you shouldn't do this right off the bat when you're just starting to play, but it's not so bad. Okay, hold on a second. Something's going on. Something's. Very strange. I feel like there's a little bit of lag, but it might. Hey, Matthew, how are you? That's very strange that I missed. Yeah, he will give you an eye core every time you beat him. You can really farm him for eye cores every day. And again, it's just like something going on with me right now. It might just be that I just started playing and my timing's a little bit off, but he's really not that hard to beat. Especially if you're not adamant on trying to parry all. He's basically he's Warwick. No real changes. He even drops the same legendary as Warwick. Yeah. You can release this ladder once we get to the treetops. If I recall how to get there, I will. Treetops. Fishing is a lot more rewarding in the upcoming co-op test. So. Oh, that I wish I could show you on the on my old realm. It took me a long time to get that door open too. Maybe we'll try. Maybe we'll try. Let me get up to that the treetop area. Then, if I recall exactly. I'm not sure if the way to open that door was through the arena, but we'll see. This door is easy to open. Get through here, jump. do have quite a bit of silver that we should actually process, but I really want to get to a further whisper closer to where we want to go, and then I'll go back to town. I hate fighting these dudes. Oh, I hate these bears. Why is this guy doesn't want to come down? Yeah. Where we eventually. This is where we use the spores. Yep, this is the way. There is a whisper here. I'm gonna touch it so I can come back. And then can you do a little bit of a extracurricular. I ruined her. By the kick rune? This is the next part that we want to explore. Yeah. Can't I have this? What can we get rid of? Huh? Maybe? Should really go back. I'm trying to remember how to get to that ladder. Was it? Fire in this game really can hurt you. Amazing. That's not it, isn't it? There's something going on with my frame rate. My pairing was off too. Not that it was it. It was just even walking. There's, if you recall, at the end of the stream yesterday, the game just became unplayable. I restarted the game and it helped a little bit, but still something going on. Something weird is going on. Try that another time. It's not it. Be careful, these guys can one-shot you quite easily, especially if you have like a setup like mine. They can really put a hurting on you. Going up that way, there's two. I think it's down here. Hopefully we can make it back up there easily. Yeah, we can. I've got it in my mind to drop down that ladder now, and I'm sorry if you're watching this to see how to progress as fast as possible, but now I need to do it. Where's that archer? Oh my god, this sprint here. That's one way of dealing with them. Yeah, it just it seems random now too. I don't know if you have the same issue with your old worlds now being completely unplayable, but my main realms, I cannot even play in them. There is like rubber banding to the extreme. Just like character floating and stuff. What's funny is the co-op beta for me was super smooth, but ever since we switched back to live, well, the timings are different. That's one thing, but it seems to be some kind of really strange lag. Just trying to figure if there is some alternative pathway or... That you can drop it down later. There's an elevator here that you will take and you'll go up. So here, now this is like a shortcut. You can do this. I wonder... Where was... So this is one of the shortcuts. Now you can access this part by doing that, and this is the elevator that I talked about. You can use these elevators to go back up there. You can movement speed cheese these guys, same as the other monstrosities with big, huge weapons. Like you said, you can just like go around them and just give them the go around like that. Yeah, let's go and find that pathway to the other ladder. Up here, you can come up here and talk to this dude. He's the one that gives you the little hint about how to activate the other elevator.
Oh, cannot see. Very good. See the sign?
He says, "Does you see this sign? Stand on it and do this," which is basically what you do on top of that elevator. Full interaction. Okay. I think you go down here, down here, and then you get rid of this. And this, I think, is the pathway to that. Yes, it is. Okay, good. So now come here, jump here. Can't see shit. Where was it? I'm so focused on trying to find that elevator. I really don't want to think about combat. Yeah, it's here. Oh my god, this screen tearing. Alright, here. So you drop this, and now through that starting area and also on the area to the left, you can access the treetops easily. You want to come up here because if when you're doing your pestilence zones, I think they've changed the requirements to clear pestilence zones by a whole lot. I've never had to come back up here in the co-op in order to finish the pestilence zones, but if you do have to, then you can you can access this area much easier. So that is one of the harder ladders to release, and the other one is the door that Matthew was talking about. And if I remember correctly, that door is oh, nice shell guards. I think that door opens up through the next part, which we'll get to. This part is accessible now. This is where that elevator is. So you can drop down here if you want to on top of that statue, but I think the intended pathway for you is to go down through. You come up here, you go through this little alcove, and then this. And you can get yourself a note here. They want you to go down here. I have a bit of a delay, and also I don't know if you can see, I keep getting my screen freezes. Another way you can go down, and you can from here you can jump on top of this guy, that, and then you can go in here, and this is that door. See that, Matthew? You here? That's the door that you can't open. You just need to jump down from top of that thing to the top of the statue, and then you can also open this guy down. And then you access all these. Here. I'm just going to run through and activate this whisper because I don't want to die and go all the way back. Oh, you looked away? Well, the recording will be back up, but I'll show you right now. Maybe I can access it through here. Just a sec. What was that fire? You saw it? Yeah, you just gotta jump down on top of that, top of the head of the statue, and then. I need more health. The way I'm set up. These are putting a heating on. That makes it easy to access this entire area. Straight through Sacrament. And down here, that area is so this would have been the way that you're supposed to pick up this key, but you can, like I showed you at the start of the last episode, you can just roll through and grab those. And I'll show you where you use the key. So that key that you would pick up from there is supposed to be used open this access point. Did you guys ever notice they put these protectors they put around these birch trees before the breach update? These were one of the few birch trees that you could have found, and if you harvested them, they would never grow back. So here, the key that you pick up opens this door. You open this door. This chest will always respawn. Some goodies in it. And then you drop this. So that you can access this entire area straight through the sacrament. Okay, that was very productive. I'm not playing particularly well, but I think I showed you everything, like all the little secrets that there are in Marin Woods, at least. And didn't take too long. Yeah, those creepy hearts actually do regrow. I don't know what does it. I think they stop regrowing once you kill the caretaker.
Maybe those chaps from Phelan will sort things out.
So what you want is you want to get some silver here.
Good day.
Because to upgrade our weapon, we need silver ingots and bear paw. This dude sometimes sells bear paws, but you can buy them from. There's a bear paw. Great. Actually, let me just go back and see, 'cause I think there are upgrades available, and I have a lot of stuff in my inventory. And I forgot to do the daily quests.
Leave some resin in the glade for the rest of us.
Yeah, so I think they stopped doing that once the boss was killed. But before that, I think on every 24 hours they regrow. And- Get that too, why not? It's lining up. So this is part of the quest with Elsa.
As you know, of course it is. Well, please take this book to tell her it's from Roan. One must hope.
Not an particular quest of consequence, but I don't know, maybe they later on they will
These are my scissors. No.
develop that quest further and make it sort of part of your I have a feeling they want to add more to the Crucible, so that might be part of it. Let me see what. Okay, learn that. This already learned.
Good to see you back.
Let's sell whatever we don't need. Shell guards we want. They're not bad. These are perfect gloves. I should. No, I was. Okay. We have here.
Maybe those chaps from Phelan will sort things out.
Where was this? Not gonna try it. I do have a bit of.
Be silent. So what do you think? Yes, yes, and you.
I'm just going to quickly go to the Watcher and use some of the high cores that we've picked up because my inventory is actually starting to give me a hard time.
The blight of time. You don't live from around here.
the Inquisition. God's many hands are at work.
I'll take this post any.
I dream of them.
Okay. Uh, okay. Oh, made a mistake. I wanted to open up my rune slot, but that's all right. We shall manage.
The nameless pass is absolutely crawling with the plague.
So, like, with regards to that question, I think it's a personal choice. I don't want to go down that route because already with the breach, when they started changing, I don't know if you were around to remember, at the start of the breach, you couldn't infuse your weapons with by using what's that blue gem? Let me pull up the gem and I can explain. So when Breach first came out, the chipped sapphire that you see gives you ice infusion. It gave you ice damage increase. So you couldn't use it to infuse the weapon. Infusions would have only been found as an affix. And then when they changed that, the weapons that you use them on, it would still stay that way. And it also applied to other gems too. So you could make these like super strong weapon configurations with legacy gems that would not yet a new player could not. And for me, if I'm going to go back and then start now using legacy gear, and I think as far as legacy stuff goes, only rings are going to be better than what's going to happen in the co-op update. Other than that, I think the new gear and new affixes are definitely better. But for me, because I'm going to start making new builds for people, and I cannot use them because a new player doesn't have access to it, and even an older player will not have access to it because you can't. I suspect that the old gear, legacy gear, is going to be locked because it doesn't make sense, like from a programming point. Like, how are they going to make it so that, or that if you re-roll affixes on old gear, maybe you'll start getting new affixes on them? I don't know. But like personally, I don't think it's worth it. Sure, there are some stuff that's going to be stronger, namely the rings. But for me, I'm not going to bother. But if you want to have like a couple of rings just so you can like have fun and just try something really, really broken, like the rings that have 40% elemental damage reduction on them and stuff like that, sure. But I don't think it's worth like farming. I would just start over with the beta and hope that like your saves just moved over from the co-op beta. Is it hi? It's me from Brazil again. Could you tell me how to increase the orange stamina bar below the character thumbnail? That is your focus bar, and the way you can increase that is either you would have to find gear that has increased max focus, or you can use gems. Like you see that blue gem there, says max focus increased by 7%. Or obviously, if when you do get attribute points, if you increase your focus, then you will have more of that orange bar under your health bar. Just means you have more focus available. Okay, where were we? We were trying to do something before. Your English is fine. If you didn't understand me, let me know, and I can type that, or I'm sure somebody in the chat can type.
Hello, old friend.
So that you can translate it. Sorry, I don't speak Portuguese. My bad. Like your English is a lot better than my Portuguese, isn't it? Yeah, the rings, you are, I think you're getting maximum of 10% on your elemental resistances on the rings, right? So like right now, look, that ring has a 38% plague resistance. That you're not gonna see that anymore. That's gonna be capped at 10%. And also, the other thing is because like right now, do you see all these elemental resistances on armor? And it's different for the kind of armor that you're wearing. That's also going away. Well, I at least it was not there in the beta, right? So armor just resistances was built into your armor amount as opposed to the kind of armor. Because right now, cloth has the highest amount of elemental resistances, and then followed by leather, mesh, and plate. I think this is mesh. But in the co-op, these were all gone. So it's if you are going to be using like legacy gear, it's going to be a toss-up. Legacy gear is, it seems like defensively they're going to be better. So like if you're building a defensive build, legacy gear is just going to be outmatching the gear that you can get in the co-op beta. Which part of the reason why I was just like, you know what, just do a wipe. But I also understand a lot of people don't like that idea because, well, there are people who have put like maybe an hour or two a day and have spent quite a long time progressing and getting where they want to get, and just to come out and lose all that is probably not very pleasant of an experience. We don't have a house yet. Also, on that topic, if you're this far in, there's two elements that are important. One of them is your lake, and the other one is fire, especially if you're playing melee. Can I buy this? I really don't want to. Yeah, I mean, okay, maybe we can do this. So that's silver. If you are just buying a house, what I suggest is you buy the roost. Is it
The ocean wants in,
the amount of
we are the wall.
space it gives you
What did you
compared
do with me?
to the amount of money you need to spend on it? It makes the most sense. And the roost is like right here. It's a little further than, but it's like substantially cheaper. Like, go in. And there's quite a bit of space in this house for only 18 silver. And it's relatively close also. So that's another thing. Tarnished wand and the legendary shield and the legendary gauntlets for some reason are very hard to get.
Why kill men for free when you can be paid to
I don't know if they actually have a lower rate. Actually, you know what? I can show you. If I go, let's do a little bit of an exploring in my old realm. If I can even move around in it. The good thing is with co-op, you're going to be able to trade with people, and I think that's a really good addition. Oh yeah, that wand is probably one of the top weapons in the game. I have a build on a channel called the Light Paladin. I strongly suggest you take a look at it. And if you ever make that build, you just feel invincible. And once it gets going, you just nothing can kill you. You have super speed. You're just like mowing through everything, I think. Actually. You see how I can't even move in this realm? Crazy. Okay, so on the topic of legendaries, let's see. So I used to keep almost everything, and I would sell stuff because I was like, so you see, like I've only found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as opposed to like what, like look, 10, 15 of this bow, and I've probably sold as many. And then look how much more common these are. Just like my sample size, right? Look, there's 2 more bows here, but I only have like 2. Look at this. I have 2 tarnished ones. And then look how much more. See that? So there is definitely, I think there is a, it's either bad luck or if it's just drop rate is different. But I have heard from multiple people that I have had a very hard time finding those wands. And as you can see, I have almost like more than 15 copies of everything, but only 2 wands. Let's show you something here. Well, on topic of housing, this is also probably the best property that you can buy, considering the amount of space you get and how close it is to everything. And if you get yourself a portal like that, you're set. Yeah, man, I'm sorry. It is actually, for whatever reason, it does seem like yeah, that's only one of my houses. One of my gripes with the game for the longest time is like, why don't you just give us a proper wall?
Do it for God.
Make it
and
expensive, make it only once per realm, or make it like only available in the highest tier of a house, but give us a vault that we can just like throw everything in and not turn every house into a chest house. I should have just cheated and picked up some materials and brought it over here and just upgraded this weapon to the max, but let's not do that. Let's stay true to the game. So we can get 1 upgrade here. Although, look at this. I could be using this guy instead of that guy. Hmm. sometimes you can get to a point where you're like, I need this for my build and I can't find it. I totally get it. It is correct. You need to be a little bit more patient or find a workaround. There's always a workaround. Like whatever problem you're having, there's probably more than one solution to it. But sometimes you end up fixated on the one solution that you have in mind that you don't even explore anything else. So that would be my advice. But yeah, other than that, this is so good. I should be using this. I should stop that. I have lightning infusion. You know what? Let's see what we can get to roll on this thing. I have a lot of this.
Nothing sings like steel.
Oh, technically you could get like a 60% damage boost here.
Your will be half strong.
61%. This is such bad affixes. Fatality is bad because okay, so normal like this weapon doesn't even have a charge attack as far as I remember. Yeah. It's such a good weapon. But it doesn't have charge attack. That's pretty troll. Plague infusion. You see in it live how you can just quickly look how bad these are. This is so bad. Not bad. Buster Rifts is busted. By the way, we have Into the Wicked in the chat here, guys. So if you don't know him, make sure you follow him. Watch his builds. He's doing some really good work picking up. Also, we might have a surprise announcement for you guys soon. I'm just working out the details of something really exciting that's going to happen with the channel pretty soon. Here is where you will meet the boss of this area. And he's gonna be rough. Yeah. Considering how badly I've been playing, this might not be happening. Interview with devs confirmed? No, but it will be. Let's let's keep it a secret for now. This is such a sad fight, especially if you just read a little bit into the lore, or if you just did a little bit of talking with the caretaker before this happened to him. I'm stuck. What? Time for cheat food.
Seeker, break them.
Was that attack unparryable? A lot of boss smashes are unparryable. I'm just not sure if that one. The sad part is this is probably one of the animals used to shelter. I hate this room. This attack you can dodge into him, but it's easier to just like run away from him. This way he can't really hurt you. Then he gets tired. Do that again. It's a really simple fight if you fight him simply. If you want to make it flashy, it's probably going to be harder, but if you just make it about and not run around too much, you can dodge it like that, but it's really super risky. And it's not gonna risk it.
Seeker,
Hey! Don't do that. Take it though. Ah.
Beasts of the field.
Isn't that patience? Some food chugging. Yeah, I think that's what I remember too. Again, like I'm having a little bit of lag and delay, something going on. If you watch from the stream, other videos, something's been happening. And my parries are not on point today either. But I just didn't want to waste time and just do this like over and over just to show you. Once you finish that, you will head out here. Because I also swear that I parried it at the right time. And somehow it didn't register.
I hear nothing. You cut out a piece of us so that we may end Mirza. It is a lonely life. Please, return to Marin.
Make it back towards Marin.
What day is it? What season is it?
The plague can defile someone as kindly as caretaker Alden. What hope do any of us have? We like to say, we're all just animals, and that's a blessing.
I don't know if you're the type of player that goes around and talks to all the NPCs just to get a little bit of more immersion into the world, but I sometimes do that. And she tells you a lot about the caretaker and who he is.
The pestilence isn't just an illness, it's a cruelty. It made monstrous what was best in Alden. During thunderstorms, he'd even let wolves shelter in the temple. Said it's what the mother would want.
You talk to Odessa.
So it's done. This village owes you a debt of gratitude, Sarum. As do I. They've brought him back.
Alden was one of us. Even the pestilence cannot change that. So many gone. The caretaker, your mother, even you. I know you won't stay.
I remember when my mother used to sing me to sleep. You did too. Same lullaby. She's not gone. None of them are. And your voice is still strong, Amgard. You'll sing again. In this circle. And in sacrament at the rites. For them.
Will I see you there? All of us at one table again.
I'm not welcome in sacrament.
The rites are a time of peace. Not only to honor the dead, but for the living to make amends.
God, I've unfinished business to the east.
I see. Then may the Seeker guide you safely, and the Mother bring you home.
So you've probably noticed I've pretty much skipped all the cutscenes and the dialogues until this point, but I think this part of the story is probably one of the best parts of the writings of the game so far. The music also, and just it's so well done, and I like to watch it every time I get to this point. So I thought I'll let that play out on stream.
I close my eyes.
Your father doesn't speak of her.
Never.
He carries his burden as best.
The story of this game is good,
Done much gardening,
and I have a
decided
feeling it's going to be even better
just before
as
the
it
seed
develops.
pokes its- when all you
Like
can
all of
see
these
but
parts,
life is
we had
there,
no idea of any of this
waiting to
happening
happen.
before the breach, and it was kind of generic at that point. We're just like a, run-of-the-mill hero story, but it definitely evolves into something a lot more emotional and personal as it goes on. So here, Ermgard, you can trade her for animal parts that you're missing. She charges a hefty price for them, but if you're short one bear paw and you happen to have a lot more bear hearts in your inventory and you just need this for your upgrade, you can just come here and grab it. You can also come here.
So,
You
figured they would have
get
run 'em
some
off by
weapons
now.
here.
Chase them out of town with their crooked pitchforks and bent spears.
Someone is dying. Like it was caretaker dying wasn't enough.
Might as well. As any dishonest butcher will tell you.
So these are the stuff you can buy from him. Talwar is a really, really good fast weapon. Yeah, you can play around with. Again, so you have these nodes that you can do here. How do you find farming after the beta into the Wicked? Like, have you adjusted back to this yet, or have you not been farming much? Up here you can go also talk to them for a little bit more story.
Temple, most of us come back to my wife's here, but our son Will, he's if he knew the truth.
So they are Will's parents. I'll leave it up to you if you want to talk to them and get a little bit more story background. Needed some of this for one of the I'm not sure if these will regrow, but if you are going to be farming at this stage in the game, I strongly suggest farming in the lowlands instead of Marin Woods. Yeah, I'm not gonna cut these.
Doesn't matter what you need. We don't want you here.
Nice house. I think you can get like a nice vista of the village. I don't know when they're gonna let us buy house in here. You're greedy. You should be going on potato soup. That's out.
I nearly lost myself.
So this guy also sells you stuff?
The bird song you returned us.
He sells these potions, purifying brew. Is still an unknown what they really do. Do we buy one? What do we get rid of here? A the new heal rune is not good, Matthew. Like most of us got rid of it. It's a bait. It's a rune. It's a bait. Like it baits you into thinking you got like some good heal coming up, and it's just like, and if, especially if you're used to what you see here. Oh, it's so bad. So what does this do? Let's drink it. So my I haven't tested it, but I think what this does at the start of the area, you know how you have those tentacles around and they give you this like special plague status effect that kills you. This gets rid of that. And you can also use this and go to the sewers. On top of the sewers, if you go through the glades, there's an entrance to the sewers which you can use to nullify the killing effect. Maybe we should do that. Well, we're gonna go to Sacrament. So you can also buy stuff from this dude. He's like a grocery dealer. And he does sell the very expensive animal parts, like 9 silver, but you can get quality meat from him. This is good. Hops are good. Tomatoes are good. Do your little grocery shopping, and then here you can come and use this to cook whatever you like. What I meant by farming into the wicked was like I meant like farming nodes, you know, like digging, and how it's kind of different from beta. Like, was it for me it was a big adjustment when I came back. Shepherd pie, where is it? This is what you make all the time? You spend all these ingredients, and for what? For a tiny little bit of damage? And then you can cry when you don't have enough food. Although this is not bad. There's another recipe that uses standard meat chunk. Yeah. Yeah, shepherd pie seems to be really good. It's only one of each. It's just the only thing to find is wolf kidneys. Oh, you stack it too? What a cheater. Leave it in the comments on your videos. Be like, this guy's a fooder. We're gonna call people who use food like that, we're gonna call you foodies. Fooders.
I nearly lost myself.
Did you guys ever, anybody here play RuneScape back in the day? Or am I just an unk here? No, nobody played RuneScape. So like in RuneScape there used to be this. There was a area, and well, it's an MMO. It's mostly PvE, but it has like a PvP area, and it was called the Wilderness, where people could kill each other, and there was a lot of resources that could only be found in the wilderness. And in that game, you would also heal by food. And a lot of people, what they used to do, they would go to the PvP zones and they wanted to farm. They weren't there to fight, but they would stack up on really, really good food. So anytime somebody tried to kill them, they would just eat food and run away or walk away. And they used to call them safers. But here, if you are one of them food stackers, we're gonna call you fooders. Content creators secrets are coming out. But it reminds me, like what's it called? Hayes was actually doing a live stream on Discord trying to show somebody how to practice for parries, and he'd been doing it for a while, and he was dying, and then somebody came and he's like, who am I watching? Is this Hayes? Why does he keep dying? Is it your, I was just like, is it your cousin or something playing? And I'm like, no, it's Hayes' cousin in the videos that he posts that's doing the pairing. This is the real Hayes. Actually, the way he says his name is Haisa. I don't know why I keep saying Hayes. I don't know why I keep digging stuff. I'm like, oh, there was a quest. Well, good thing I did that. I got used to digging anything and everything from the beta, because there used to be a lot of good stuff you could find in the beta by digging. And now here, digging is just not as rewarding, but a force of habit, I just keep doing it. Also, here's another secret. If you pay attention when you kill these goats, they sound oddly human. I don't know if there's some kind of oh my god, this screen tearing is really pissing me off. Ooh, lead. Maybe I shouldn't be using lightning damage. That's probably what it is. You better run away. That is not parryable. Don't try it. Yeah, it's not Hayes. That's how I used to pronounce it too, but like when he told me it's Heisa. So is it German? Don't know. Maybe. Just a quick pointer, fighting any of those human bosses, it's kind of like Lies of P. Yeah, it's probably a lot easier to just kill them using that backstep. I can't see shit. That's really crazy that the amount of lag I'm getting. So this is the ladder we did early on. If you just joined the stream, we did the ladder and that door, a couple of doors that needs to get open to make for easy access here. Okay, so we completed that part of the story, and then as it is customary for the last part of the stream,
What's
we'll
this? A book?
try a couple
Who's Rome? Oh, let's have a look.
crucible runs.
I'll recognize this one. We remember yet abandon this place. There is no... No, there must be a big conscious, a world above. Didn't they?
Oh, there must be more. No, there's no more. This is what it is. It's crucible. It's training ground. No purpose. People looking for a higher purpose and everything. Still hoping I will find Skyfall Smash at some point during this run. We will see. Parried Betty. There was jumping in this game. Hey, yeah. Yeah, that's Finley. Yeah, you come here now. So these echoes that involved in getting bonuses per kill, as far as I know, if you kill them with a fatality, sometimes they don't register as a kill. I know for sure they don't register as a kill if you have a plagued enchant and you execute them. If you go back to the episode where we did the mountain pass thing, I did show exactly how to find Finley if you just want to follow up. What is this? I shouldn't have taken that echo. I'm having a hard time seeing what I'm doing as they... Oh my god, this was a bad idea. I caught him halfway through his run. A little bastard. Oops. Not sure if I can say that on screen. I'm gonna lose my whole 80 cents revenue. That's one advice I can tell you with the Crucible. These mobs AI is set up to set you up to throw you off ledges. So anytime you think you could be thrown off an edge, they will come for it. Never stand against an edge that you can be thrown off of. Okay, since we have purchased a property, we should also buy ourselves a Whisper Stone. Put these in your house and you can use them to teleport to and from your house. Bring Plague Lecture. Arrow. Arrow. You know what? I'm gonna buy that. I want to see if I can do something stupid with it in co-op. What's your lecture coming up? Cell biology? This guy goes here. And then what a cheap answer. He tried to hit me while I was fighting. Look at him. That hit me from there. Is it gonna work? I just don't want him to hit me and throw me off the edge. I want to get a parry off of him so I can. Telling you, there's guys that cheat. Anatomy and physio. Human anatomy, I'm assuming. You're not planning on becoming a vet, are you? Or a conservation scientist? Wow. I really want that thing. Get the oil. Where are we at? That is gonna be a. If this wolf actually jumps me, I'm gonna be pretty messed up. That's freaking lag. Hey, thanks for sticking around. I will keep streaming until I can't stream no more. Did I get the one that gives you more damage based on lightning? Didn't. Critical chance.
No rest.
That was. These guys are super dangerous. The mace guys can actually mess you up. Well, at least I'm playing the Crucible better than I did play everything else. Yeah, that camera issues can be a thing. Like, see, getting stuck here and where that enemy was, I couldn't even see my own character. I really couldn't do anything. The only choice I had was to try to run away. Level 8. Okay, on 9 I can definitely get one-shotted here, so I have to be careful if we want to see the Echo Knight. Rather not go that way. That's safe. Okay, we will see the Echo Knight after all. The research paper stuff is a great addition to the game. I think that's one of the best ideas I've had so far. They just need to find out the right solution to the enchantment problem. Okay. I don't want to do this dual echo thing. I can get some really bad echoes, so do or die. This is the last part of the stream. If we kill this guy, if I can kill this guy, that'll be good.
No.
Cheap bastard. Okay. Okay. What are you giving? A shield. Okay. So that concludes our stream for today. We were able to beat the Echo Knight and cheese the caretaker fight with a whole bunch of food. And I think the most productive part of it all was to be able to show you all the different little shortcuts that you can take in the Marin Woods area. I'm just reading chat. Dark Souls gravitated towards, yeah. I mean, we're still waiting, right? It's so hard to talk about it right now. It's just everybody is. There are people who like the way the system is now. There are some people who don't like it at all. There's a lot of people who want this game to be more of a single player experience, and they keep comparing it to like Dark Souls, and they forget that this game was made with that multiplayer element in mind, sort of like more Diablo-ish, like, a little bit of chase items, like increasing difficulties where you can just keep playing and playing. Like Dark Souls, the biggest difference that most people overlook between games like Dark Souls and this game is that in Dark Souls you start your character from the start, and almost everything is very deterministic. You know, everywhere what weapon spawns where, how to get certain weapons. Some are, well, harder to get than the others, but there isn't really an element of there's not a whole lot of RNG. But this is like a traditional ARPG where there is RNG, and RNG is a big part of it for a lot of people. And also, again, you have a lot of people who want this game to like move a lot more towards that deterministic way of gear building and all that goes. And I think it's just, there has to be some kind of a balance, and that's the challenge of the game, right? You're trying to appeal to a really wide audience with different gaming backgrounds. So we will see how that pans out. All right, Into the Wicked, thanks for sticking around, watching the stream. Again, if you are watching this, you're not sub to Into the Wicked, please do check out his channel. He has a lot of really, really good builds, and he does weekly updates also on the stuff that's happening about the game, so you can get your game updates that way. Also, there are other really, really good content creators that I know of. Larry Puss, Ginger Prime Gaming. There's also Rookery that's run by Hayes and his friends, Isa and his friends. So do check out all these, and get ready for co-op. It's right around the corner. And there's also some really good announcements coming to the channel. Some exciting stuff is gonna happen soon. No dev interviews of that sort yet, but I'm sure you guys are gonna like what's coming. It's gonna be really, really fun. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and I hope you the best with your endovers and the best of luck. See y'all later.